Start recording. Welcome back to the Alexandrian Codex. I'm Alex. This is Rimworld. Welcome back to this. This is Snappy's town. Unfortunately, Snappy is still with us. It's gonna be real awkward if Snappy ever dies, having the town named after them, but them not present. None of you do any drugs. Excellent. Not that I'm morally against the use of illicit substances, it's just we can't produce our own, and that is a dangerous situation to be in. Now we're missing a couple marble tiles in here, maybe just the one. Still worth addressing. How far down does this go? About this far. Let's go in here, granite, and upgrade these walls with granite anyway. Well, I guess double insulated. Wood with a granite outside of it. Granite just is harder to destroy, takes a little longer to break through, and is generally more reliable. While we're doing this, I keep talking about like, oh, I haven't set up any defenses yet, or man, I should really set up some defenses. So this is case in point for that. This is rich soil, right? I would like this to be fenced in, along with everything else. So far our base terminates around there. Let's put a granite door. I don't want it... I don't want that accessible from there. I want this all gone. I'm gonna have to replace this door once it's gone, and I think that I'm gonna redo this as well. So there's a lot that's gonna be changing in here. I want the farming area to all be one big area, but I want the only entryway to be up here by this door. That way, pathfinding for people attacking us won't try to sneak in through any other doorways, they'll just come up through this door. And this is gonna be quite a test, so remove any roofs built in this area, because that'll be a no roof area. I don't really care what that is. Yeah, that looks fine. A little weird, but I think that this is fine. Let's dismantle all of this, I guess. Tear it all down, build it all back up. And since we're doing that, why don't I drag this out to the furthest point that I can actually build a wall here, which will be about here. Put it one short of that. The greenhouse has no roof. It's just a walled-in garden, basically, right now. We can turn it into a greenhouse later on, and there are circumstances which may arise, making it desirable to do so. Such as a volcanic winter, or fallout, or something like that. Cancel all of these. That'll be a good farming area. Cancel. Great. Now, we do not have enough granite to do this all in one go, which is why I'm trying to be pretty cautious about it. Let's keep that door for the time being until we finish everything else. Yeah, the greenhouse has no roof over it. It's basically just a garden. It is weird that it looks the same from bird's eye view, so I am going to try and differentiate the two a little bit here. How it looks doesn't really affect things mechanically in the game, but it's good for self-organization. We could go after these rams, or these ibex. Well, ibex are rams. Well, rams are male deer. Jesus Christ. That thing just like runs up and one-hits things. It's brutal and really cool. Ooh, turkey. Hunt it. Mad animal. Local muffalo. Never mind. Don't hunt anything. All of you are enlisted. I want all of you to stand near each other. Reason being that muffalo are tough cookies. Yeah, you get out of the line of fire, please. they're kind of hard to put down. Fence. Oh, keep moving. No, dog. Damn you. Don't be a hero. Alright, cool. I can... Let's see how badly this is hurt. It'll die in 8 hours. What I can do is just kill it. It's a male muffalo, so I don't care that much for it. Is this a female muffalo, or are you both male? I want to keep it. I can't milk it because it's male and yeah. But let's do this. I'm gonna set up an animal sleeping spot out here. In fact, I should have a couple just in case. Who has the best medical? Spence, I want you to rescue this muffalo. If we rescue the muffalo, it'll like us more. And if it likes us more, it'll be easier to tame. Once we have it tamed, holy shit, we tamed the grizzly bear. Fuck yeah, yes! Yes! It doesn't have a name yet. It'll get it named. It'll be named. But definitely keep taming that bear. This is something I should definitely do. Animal area. The animal area, I want to include everything except for the freezer. And where our crops grow. You might be able to put 2 and 2 together, why I want that to be. I don't want them to be eating food intended for people. Now, later I will almost certainly build a special area of crops for just them, but this is not that time. So I'm going to assign every animal we tame from now on to this big area that I'm painting right now. The dog will go here, the bear will go here, any muffalo we tame will go here, preferably more future bears will go here. God willing, we'll get an elephant or 5. We probably won't. It's a temperate map. We'll probably just be stuck with bears, which is a good problem to have. Happy bears are good pets. Very good pets. Boars also are pretty good pets. Boars you can tame to haul stuff, so we might want to tame them as well. Boomalopes and boom rats, although explosive little creatures, can also be quite beneficial to keep around. They make chemical fuel if you keep them fed and happy, unlike milking milk from an animal. From them you would just milk the caustic explosives that they've been genetically engineered to create as a natural bodily function. This is a big map. I really wish you could just, like, restrict an area, because effectively what I'm doing by creating this giant area is restricting just this tiny area. Everywhere else is fair game. Yep, there we go. Animals. Animal area 1. There we go. Now they shouldn't eat the human food. They should just eat whatever the hell they can find. Which is less great, but the bear eats a lot. I'm feeling bad about that, so I'm going to add to our butcher's table, make kibble do until you have 20? I don't want kibble kept in here. Kibble and hay will be kept out here, meaning that the animals will be able to eat food left out here for them, and that's great. Hay is something that we can start growing once we get, you know, all this sorted out. Make peanut butter for the bear. Can you even grow peanuts? I don't think that you can. There are no peanuts to butter. Is this granite? Yeah, it is. Tear that down. That's steel. Tear that down. That's steel. Tear that down. Limestone I don't care about. Granite I care about. Slate do not care about. This is granite, but I kind of suspect that... Well, I don't know. Let's mark it. But this is the only big enough enclosed area to have a hidden ancient danger inside of it, so I'm a little wary. Well, it looks like the Muffalo's alive. You and Spence aren't friends, that's okay. There are plenty of plants you can grow, but as far as edible plants, it's mostly strawberry, corn, potato, rice, and that's it. Rayo tree, that's new. Ah, desert tree, cool. But rice and corn are good enough for now. Jesus, I'm so happy about that bear. It's gonna take a little while to tame, but once it's tame, it's gonna be so good. So damn good. Cancel this. Be smart about that. I want to fence in this. I want this, and I'm gonna want this. So let's have you go north one more. Over. That's okay. Then you can build up to here. Yeah. I think we can build down, out. That'll require 2 on this side. It'll be 3rd, so there's walking room. 1, 2, 3. Do that. Do that. Do that, I suppose. It's a hell of an outer wall, but it needs to get done. It needs to get done so that we can make sure that most enemies, anyway, will be coming from one area and only one area. That they have to come through this door in order to get to my base. Get at the beds and all that jam. So let's build roof area. Yeah, that's good, that's good. There's another raid. Okay, where's this one coming from? Small group of pirates. Oh, and this time it actually is a group, but these two only have knives. So I am wary, and I want to get everyone together, but they shouldn't be too big of a deal. Now we have torn down cargo pods. We have torn down the... Oh, it has chicken eggs in it. Unfertilized, so these won't hatch, but food. Why? I totally lost my train of thought. Oh, we can't capture them because we don't have any prisoner bed set up. Wow, and a meteorite. We're having events just hot and heavy here. I'm telling them to melee attack them because I'm a monster, and it'll be building up our combat experience to do so, which is good. Where did this meteorite crash? It's all compacted plasteel. This is very dense, very hard to mine, but very useful for building late game technology. And by very useful, I mean mandatory. Let's strip you. Are you good? You're pretty. And you're industrious. You don't care, you can't do art, you can't cook, but you wouldn't be that bad. Hold off on tearing this down. Fine. 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 You can stay. I'm not crazy about it. Who's our best doctor? Spence is probably... Yeah, Spence is our only real doctor. Capture them. Oh, they have a stab scar on their torso, they've got some gunshots and bruises, but all of this will heal up fine. They might have some scars, but nothing too big of a deal. We're taking their clothes because we can put it to better use. It's just an awful thing to say, I know, but I think it's true. This construction project seems to be going quite alright, which makes me very happy. Grizzly bear still doesn't have a name, and it might not get named for quite some time. Really, you don't consider this to be food? Why is it here and not... There's chicken eggs in here and chicken eggs out here. Okay, whatever, game. Whatever. Diver. Diver, you would make a wonderful addition. I would be quite happy to recruit you. More cargo pods. These have... Psychoid... Picoe. Picoe? Drags. I know, I recognize psychoid as being a drug, I just didn't recognize that word. Ooh, ambrosia's ready to harvest. Now again, these are drugs and I probably shouldn't harvest it. I could sell it and it'd be pretty decent to sell, but you know what, just remove the plants. They exist out there in the world, yep, but they're not mine. Tornadoes were introduced to the game in order to make small, tight bases, like what I'm doing, less optimal. If a single tornado can run through the base and take half of it out, vulnerable. If things are more spread out, they're harder to defend, but losing any one structure at any one point of time isn't as big of a deal. The game designer has done an excellent job really well balancing things. Truthfully, it is quite well balanced. We're becoming quite short on food here. I have given these people maybe too much work to do, and no one is really prioritizing cooking. Oh, Snappy is, but Snappy also isn't prioritizing cutting or growing plants. We need people to be bored enough to do that. Or, on the flip side, we need people bored enough to hunt. Wow, there are a lot of pigs. And again, I was talking about pigs being good because you can use them to haul, but I might just kill those pigs. Because they're really easy to hunt. Yeah, I think I do that. Let's zoom out. Wild boar, hunt. We're not out of food, but we're running lowish on food. And even if they don't get immediately butchered, they'll last a long time in the freezer, so not a big deal. Now Snappy's actually making food. Good. Good, good. I'm going to say... And of course you all won't do this for quite some time, but I would like a growing zone here. Just hay grass. I don't even know if bears eat hay, and also, you're assigned to Animal Area 1, but you keep going in there. What's up with that? Okay, let's clear that, and this whole area you should not be going into. Disobedient bears. What are you doing? You're doing fine. Diver seems to be recovering. I mean, they're in pain, they're hungry, they're naked, they're in prison, they witnessed an ally's death. Long rectangular structure with some hollow courtyard areas within. Yeah, you could try that. Oh my god. Oh, more peace talks, huh? Well, it's also close by. Oof. Sure, whatever. Let's form a caravan. Who feels like talking? Spence? I think it's Snappy. Snappy's the only one who can really talk. Yep, Snappy. Get you. Get all of these. And go. Get thee hence, Snappy. Get out of here. Go get better at talking to people. Oh, prisoner rescue opportunity. Huh. Well, I have time to go here, come back, get everyone, and go here. So I'm gonna do that. And measure if I think that's worth our time. Yeah, it's only gonna take half a day, so it'll take a day to come here and go back. It'll be fine. A big part of what makes Rimworld so much fun, and makes the community so interesting, are looking at what different people do to make their bases. Snappy is sad, because of disturbed sleep. Well, stop because everyone has a mental break. Cool. Well, you'll get there eventually. Hopefully. Or Snappy will just go mad in the wilderness by herself. Forever. It won't happen. But it'd be funny if it did. This is almost wrapped up. We're almost back to our regularly scheduled program, i.e. farming. Now you can finally bury that person now. If you know, be so kind. This sculpture has taken forever. They've been working on that same sculpture for a very long time. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, they're almost done building. No, I queued up a ton of things for deconstruction, so no, it's gonna be quite some time before they're back to doing what they should be doing. Well, they're not starving yet. They're fine. Tell you what. Suspend that. That's on hold. Come back to that later. That's not that important. Oh, Aurora makes everyone happier if they're outside. That's a good event. Pretty short on food. Snappy is finally no wonder wondering in sadness. I think we'll be able to get to this by the time it runs out. The real question is if it's worth our time and effort to do so. Rescuing that one prisoner could be nice, but I don't actually know anything about that prisoner. They weren't one of ours. So they could be really good. They could also be a pyromaniac who has dementia or something like that and be really bad for us to pick up. Unfortunately, you can't tell until you bring somebody back. Because, makes it always a risky choice. Yeah, you didn't hunt all those boars, you just got something better to do. Bear. I'm going to say, and this is out of character for me because I still want these, suspend both of those. And for the time being, let's raise your cooking priorities across the board. Now, Isamu is going to keep constructing, but hopefully Spence and Alpha actually get some cooking in. Let's see if this is happening. Yeah, it is. Good. Peace talks disaster. Jesus Christ. Got past before broke down into insults and recrimination. Oh, caught up and attacked. How many people am I up against here? Pigeon. Just one. Okay, well. Move. Back up. Back up again. Item stash opportunity. We are getting a lot of events. There we go. Victory. In day one, the caravan will automatically be reformed. Steel knife. Do you have anything on you worthwhile? Yeah, you were actually worth recruiting. Psychically dull is good. Careful shooter's also good. Until you got fucking destroyed, you were fairly good. So let's pick up that steel knife. And pick up that pemmican. And I guess you can head on home. Yeah. Get the fuck out of here. Go home, Snappy, go home. Now this item stash opportunity. Where the fuck is this? It has steel, plasteel, hops, Silver, this isn't actually all that great. It's down here. Alright, just visit the prisoner camp. I know we'll probably not be able to break you out on our own, but hey, maybe Snappy can be a real fucking hero. Maybe something can go right here. Area revealed? Oh. Okay. It's less dramatic or exciting than I thought that it would be. Cool. Snappy, how you doing? Got about 0.1 days until you're there. Cool. Things are going alright here. Just alright. Let's bump hunting up to a 3 for everyone, so they'll cook, and then if there's nothing to cook, they'll hunt. Generating map for new encounter. Snappy is here. Ooh. Timberwolf. Timberwolves are awesome to tame. Muffalo, very cool. Jesus Christ, this is quite a base we got here. There's 2 people here, but more importantly, they have defensive turrets. So Snappy, let's have you run up there. You have a mortar. A mortar cannot fire inside of that range. However, the turrets can and will. I don't think this is worth it, but this does let me take a look at Saunders. Would Saunders have been worth saving? Well, he's fast, and he's a careful shooter. Has a couple of scars, but truthfully, well, let's see. Raw fungus, kibble, milk, simple meal, unfertilized eggs. You're not really worth going after, my dude. I'm not sorry to say that this was a waste of time. I thought it'd be too heavily defended, but I wanted to give it a shot. Let's visit that item stash. It will take 2 days. Sure, you should have enough food for that, right? Yeah, you have 5 days of food. There's a prison break going on. Diver broke out of prison. And has a weapon. Wow, guys. Great job here. Why is that just held open? Alpha can't melee attack. Well, try it anyway, Alpha. Slow them down. Are you? No, you're not. Is it Spence who's the wimp? Yeah, Spence is a wimp. Bear, bear, bear. Fuck yeah, bear. Alright. You get there, you go there, you get captured. Bear, don't eat them. Wonder why that got held open. Maybe it was a pet or something that did it. Hard to tell. Diver is bad shape. Oh, they're not gonna die anytime soon though. Strange. Alpha is no immediate danger, but Spence, just go be a doctor. You're supposed to be our doctor. Well, the closest thing I have to a doctor anyway. And tend to them. Grizzly bear really fucked you up. It's so weird to see a bear wandering around your base. Even if it's tame, it would wreck the place. Yeah, probably. But tame bears, you know, some circuses have had bears. They're just very big dogs. That's how that works, right? Oh, there's a dead muffalo down here. Who killed you? Oh, the short-faced bear bit off its neck, bit off its front left leg. Jesus Christ. Tore the muffalo in the right ear. We went wide. Nipped it in the body. Cut it. Oh, Jesus. That short-faced bear is awesome. It's so badass. Snappy's headed down here. This might be a waste of time. And in fact, I have a strong suspicion it will be a waste of time. Alright, let's just go home. The silver could be nice. The steel could be okay. The plasteel is nice, but I can't put it to use yet. Shit. No. Nope. Nope. Cancel. I'm cancel. You don't do that anymore. This is an ancient danger. Ancient dangers can be all sorts of things. But good, they are not. They are never good. Almost never good. They're best left avoided, if at all possible. They're best avoided, if at all possible, I should say. So we're running around deconstructing stuff. You're hunting for your food, which is not great. They're not farming at all because it's such a low priority and they have so much other work they'd rather be doing. It's a little suboptimal right now. You're running around destroying stuff? No, you're done tearing stuff down. Cool. Maybe I can drop these back down to the priorities they should be. Caravan 1 is right back. Okay, Snappy's back. And the rest of these look fine. Snappy likes hunting. And cooking. Yeah, so Snappy leaving was huge inconvenience for a lot of reasons. Our cook and our main hunter. And our most sociable personality. Some minor problems to them disappearing. Let's expand these grow areas a little bit. And we will see how quickly they go to plant once we see how those are. Once they're done hunting, they should go back to farming. They don't have too much else to do. Mega sloths are awesome. They're giant solitary herbivores, long extinct after being wiped out by the native of Earth's American continent. Mega sloth was later brought back using advanced cloning and artificial gestators. They're real cool. They have giant fucking claws that can just massacre things. They're also quite hard to kill. They're pretty good. I don't think they give fur or anything, but they're pretty good. They're kind of dumb, right? You're not that intelligent. Advanced intelligence. Maybe you are. Here's what I know. What time period is this game set in? It's set in the far future. All these prehistoric animals were... And this is on a different planet. This future? Yeah, like the years... let's see. So, the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, you can see it's the 13th of September, 5500. Like, Snappy here was born in the 22nd of September in 5354. So it's 3,500 years in the future. So, just future is pretty adequate. More ambrosia that I won't be using. Getting real close to that short-faced bear. Don't like it. Yep, Snappy's actually doing farming. Good to have you back, Snappy. Maybe I won't be sending you off on any stupid adventures. Because you'll actually, like, farm and cook and hunt and be the breadwinner for this weird family of ours. Good to have you. This is an animal sweeping spot. That doesn't need to be in there. I'd rather the animal sweeping spot be put outside. And let's just line this whole fucking wall with them. What are these? Brambles. Interesting. I wonder if those actually do something. New recruit. Hell yeah. Diver has been recruited. Now Diver's not very happy because got their ass kicked repeatedly. And they have some scars and injuries. They'll heal. Let's take a look at Diver. So firefight is always important. Flicking is important. Flicking will flick switches or things that I set up for them to do. I haven't done that yet. They're not crazy good at handling or wardening, but they like it. They like hunting. They like constructing. These are all great. Again, they're not fans of plant cutting or growing, which sucks, but hopefully it'll grow on them. And if there's nothing else to do, they'll do it anyhow. So now that we have 5 people, we should set our stove for having 20 meals backed up at any given time. I'm really wanting to just hunt this entire herd of deer. A bad idea. A very bad idea. Ah, well, okay. So that finished up, huh? Let's make this a sweeping spot. Deconstruct that. Put in a granite wall right here. This is for prisoners. But this I want to open up so that we can actually walk back and forth through there. So I can replace this wooden door with a granite door. So the only way in and out of the inside of our base is through this specific door. It doesn't make that big of a difference, but it does make a slight difference. Once all these crops are replanted, I will continue letting them make marble blocks and marble sculptures, but not yet. Ooh, Muffalo has been tamed. Very cool. Get that in here. Is there a realistic ecology in the game? Like, if you ate the deer to extinction, they'd never come back? Yeah, sort of. Like, there's a world offside of this map, right? We're only a very small area in a very big world, right? So, us affecting this one tiny area will short-term affect the area, but more animals will wander in from off-screen. There's effectively an infinite amount of food in the game. Not absolutely infinite, but effectively infinite. The Muffalo is great. They're going to be meh for now, but they will be really good once we get things up and running. Now, I want them to be able to get down to the hay down here, so let's allow them that one small sliver. Now that we have a Muffalo, it's even more important to plant this hay, if it ever gets planted. Hey! How's it going? I don't know, actually, Cora, that might have been changed. The ecology bit you're asking about. It used to be that things would just wander in from off the map, and we've been seeing that, right? Like, this is new. And, well, these llamas have been here for a while, or alpacas have been here for a while, but they kind of just wander in and out. It'd be pretty difficult to task the game developer with coding in ecological balance. It'd be cool, but difficult. Right, I tore down that door and didn't tell them to build new one, so this is just cooling nothing. Actually, not cooling anything. It's starting to get cold outside. Well, we are in September, which is obviously the fall. So we will need a heater. No, Alex, you idiot. You wanted to get rid of that door altogether and open this up. You wanted to put, like, a real wall here. There we go. Derp. Always leave one tree or one animal and whatever in games, hoping it will be a realistic ecology, but I don't think there is most of the time. I mean, in this game, animals will reproduce, but you definitely need more than one for them to reproduce, as you might imagine. Cool. The prisoner cell is still there, but this is open. Exciting. I would love to get these away. I guess you'd want to leave more than just one. Yeah. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we don't really need these graves for anything, but it looks nicer than what I have going on here, and I'd like to clear up this area so we walk through it faster, and so I can wrap up what I'm doing with the wall here. This is very unproductive use of time, but it's aesthetically pleasing, so away we go. I guess you can go eat that rat if you want to, colonists. That sounds like a good time to you? And just digging these poor people out of their graves. reburying them. Excellent structure. Our colonists are probably a little traumatized because they saw so many bodies, but it happens. Now what I would like to do here is think about turrets. Now how small do I want this? He says, clicking off the screen. I think what I want is to think about this. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. No idea what's happening, but for some reason it's entertaining. So, Rimworld is a game about crashing on a foreign planet in a science fiction setting and building a new little base, trying to survive, and eventually getting off the planet. So we started out with just Snappy, this one colonist, and we've gotten a few more colonists since then. We set what they do through this complicated looking menu, what they'll work on, what they'll prefer to work on. Each of them have unique personalities and traits that define what they're like. Like Snappy is too smart, so they learn things faster, but they also break down more often. Or Isamu is a fast walker, is a teetotaler, so they won't do drugs or drink, but they get jealous of people, and etc, etc. So you try to balance food with defenses and all sorts of things. There's a colony. We do have a pet bear. I'm pretty damn happy about the pet bear. So we're gonna get rid of that and that so I can make this wall. What I'm doing with this V-shaped wall that I'm setting up here is it's literally a funnel. It should, if it works properly, funnel enemies in toward us. So we can control what direction they're approaching our base from and address only this one area. This used to work a lot better than it works in recent versions of Rimworld, but I think it'll work fine. I will free up working on that. Peace Talks opportunity. Again, oh my god. Alright, yeah, jump to it. Snappy. I'm sorry. Let's click here. Form a caravan. Snappy is still our best person at talking. Let's get all these packaged meals. Yep. Only has 4 days of food. That's plenty of time. I'm gonna send Snappy off to do more peace talks. For some reason, I'm not feeling optimistic about it. Like, the last 3 peace talks haven't worked out well. Go back to the world map. So, we're not going that far, right? We're only going down here. It'll take 6 days. What? 6 days at nighttime, right? Not 6 days in total. Because if that's 6 days in total, I'm gonna turn the fuck around and go home. Yeah, well, it only loads one grid of the map, right? So it's a pretty big map, and you're seeing how I only have, like, a quarter of the planet. You can have the whole thing filled in, but it doesn't really improve gameplay at all. I don't like this. Go home. Go home, get more food, then head back out. Unhappy nudity. Spence, why are you naked? Did your clothing just, like, wear out? Wear out? Yeah, maybe. Oh. Oh no, Spence was wearing this, tribal wear earlier and they switched out for pants. So now they don't have a shirt. Fair enough. Fair enough. That could be annoying. Now let's do this. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Cool. Naked is the way, yeah. The clothes do wear out over time. It's pretty funny. I mean, real clothes do as well, but Rimworld it happens quite quickly that things wear out and need replacing. How are we doing on food? We're doing okay on food. Once Snappy gets back, I'm gonna give Snappy all this pemmican and send them back out, because pemmican keeps for a very long time. I'm hoping this'll Spence disturb sleep. Spence isn't happy because they're naked. Fair. They were woken up too many times. It's cold. They're in a little pain. They have a decent barracks. They were insulted. They're feeling bad. Yeah, okay. So the cold part we can deal with by going into temperature and building a heater. I should have done this a while ago, but I don't want to. But it costs power and I wanted to be cheap about it. Wow, it is taking Snappy fucking forever to get home. Are you unhealthy or something? No. Oh, is it because it's like winter that this is harder to travel through? I'm a little confused of why it's taking so long. Hey! Our first sculpture got finished. So this is... It's poor, right? It's not very pretty, but by God, we're gonna decorate it somewhere. Now, welcome home, Snappy. Once you unload your inventory, I'm just gonna load you right back up. Okay, world. Caravan. Snappy. So Snappy's gonna need like 12 days of food. Do I even have that in preserved food? No, I've got like 5 days of food. That's crazy. 13 days of food, but it'll rot in 4. I guess we're not going to these peace talks then. Fair enough. I'm happy to be spending more time at home rather than running off on more stupid little talks, because the past talks have not been very productive or effective. It's gotten yelled at a lot and had people shoot at us for very little gain. Now the benefit to having this close in like this is very little. They just have to run into here, but they would pretty much have to run into there anyway. The real benefit to doing this is this part. That they all have to come in through this particular end. Now I want to do this, which seems a little weird, and it is a little weird. I'm doing this so somebody can't just like stand back here and shoot with a sniper rifle into here. We haven't seen people with real guns yet, but once we do, they start becoming factors you need to take into consideration. Boom, boom, yeah. Let's deconstruct this stuff I just worked so hard to build. Now, we only have 5 people. That's fair. Actually, keep those. Get rid of that, 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 that. Keep these. Get rid of this and this. I'm like, build all these graves, tear down all these graves, build all these graves. I'm a slave driver. Metaphorically, anyway. Not literally, we have not engaged in the slave trade this game. Another meteorite? We've had a lot of these. This one's all silver. Silver's money, so it would be worth getting that at some point, but I'm a man with a vision right now. This sculpture is awful. Making a lot of very ugly sculptures, unfortunately, but they'll get better at it. That's how you learn, right? It's not the prettiest base, but it's functional. I say with a question mark at the end. That's being installed. All you are... Wait, did I never gave Diver a work schedule. Which means I probably never restricted drugs for Diver. So, do that. Yep, no drugs. Please don't have an addiction to anything like our last person. I dig it. Having this roofed in doesn't do anything for me at all, but well, that's fine. Back in the day, these were called death boxes for obvious reasons. A death box was where you would lead in raiders to die. It's quite a fitting name, really. New love. Ah. Diver and Isamu are lovers now. Isamu is 62 years old and Diver's 25. Diver's a mercenary. She's pretty and industrious. Isamu is, has a last name Santana, is a castaway who's a fast walker, jealous, and doesn't like to drink or do drugs. You got a tauntaun? It looks a lot like a tauntaun, doesn't it? They're buffalo. They're like buffalo. I know, it's way less exciting than having a tauntaun. This I'm not happy about. Get this short-faced bear the hell out of here. Manhunter pack. Manhunting boomalopes. So manhunter packs hunt you down and try to kill you. Boomalopes explode when they die. Ah, and we have a dry thunderstorm going on to boot. Jesus Christ, what a winning combination. Where are they? Down here? It's fine. Just all group up here in the courtyard. They're gonna come in through here. Gonna line up. And this is why I built it this way. God, our people really need to get better at shooting. Beautiful. You know what? Rescue that boomalope. I don't want it exploding on me. But if it dies, I'm gonna be mildly disappointed. It's gonna die in 7 hours. Spence? Spence! Don't let that thing explode and die in our base. You remind me with the creatures with the spherical tumors on their backs. These are boomalopes. Boomalopes are engineered for chemicals production. The boomalope grows a large sack of volatile chemicals on its back. Though it's weak and fragile for its size, other animals have learned to avoid it because of the huge explosion it produces when it dies. Yeah, they're not bombs, but they're pretty much bombs. And creative players come up with interesting ways to make them basically into landmines. My god, it is dark. I can't see a thing. So I'm queuing up new walls here. These walls are going to be defensive positions. Alright, I can't see at all. Jesus Christ. Need warm clothes. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we are going to need warm clothes to be outside for very long. But not today. Now, we're only really going to need 5 of these pillars done for the time being, so I might wall off the rest until they're necessary. But basically, these are things that people can stand behind when they're being shot at. Well, creature looks like a tumor to me. You can't even understand its shape. This is the head. This is the tumor body. These would be where legs were. No! You come in here and you attack the bear. You attack the thing I love the most. You goddamn short-faced monster. Don't you die on me, grizzly bear. Alright. Is it dead? Fucking hell. I wanted that damn thing. Alright, Spence. Saving that grizzly bear is the highest priority ever. That bear is so big! We better get like 1,000,000 meat from this stupid thing. 75, 150 plus 75, 225 plus 40. That's a lot of meat. I'm not disappointed. I mean, I'm a little disappointed, but I'm not that disappointed. Our grizzly bear doesn't have any, like, long-term injuries? Okay, fine, it was worth it. Again, because we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people to shoot with, I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wall these off so that people can't just run in through the other sides. I'd like to build turrets. We don't have a good enough power grid yet for me to build turrets, but I'm thinking about it. And by thinking about it, I mean I'm gonna finally start building a research bench for us to research ways to accomplish that. Put up more walls here, put up a door here. I'm gonna move the door forward so I can move this wall back. I don't really care if the animals sleep inside or not. That's not the point of this. The point of this is to make more room on the inside for structures. Can you build a moat too? You can't, actually. You can't dig down or dig up, which sucks. Dig up. Can't really dig up in general. You can't dig down or build terrain up. There are mods to let you do that, but the base game currently doesn't support it. And the mods I'm using are pretty uninvasive when it comes to modifying core game behaviors. I mean, I have a mod that makes lamps not cost like 1,000,000 power. They cost 75 watts of power normally, but these are down to 25 watts. I have stuff that makes like short-faced bears and other weird animals appear, and a couple mods that have to do with like finding your base in the beginning, but that's it. A moat would be hella cool. I think we have about an hour left of recording today, but YouTube, it has been another hour, so if you are watching on YouTube, I will see you tomorrow. Till then, toodaloo.